Paul on the Plains here. We're at Quish and everything, of course. And we're hoping we can just give Joe a couple of sound bites so he can use it for post-production.
Is this chair rated for me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Why
just
not?
making sure.
Are you
I'm a big guy.
you mean because you're not a director?
I'm a big guy. I hope it's going to hold me.
You're large, not an extra large, right?
Largish.
So tell me again about the radio show and how you're filling in the 24 hours, because that was really something I hadn't spent enough time.
Oh, the music.
Yeah,
Flight of Music
yeah.
Television.
And is that something totally secondary? I mean, is it just there? It's not. It's
Yeah,
not,
I set it
'cause
up
I
and
don't-
runs itself.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, 'cause that's interesting.
Oh yeah. It's easy to set up a 24-hour. You know, I got the whole idea of just because ODD started their his Flat Earth videos like 24/7. It was the channel that he did. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. I'd love to do that, and so I figured out how to do it. Used OBS software, and I just started doing it with my own videos. I take my Faking Space series and other stuff that I downloaded that I liked, and I just threw it to my channel. I just ran it 24 hours a day. I started by just mirroring his and what he was doing, and just mirrored it on mine, so that there was another channel that was doing it. Got a lot of people there too that didn't like the chat there because there were so many people there and it was going so fast. I gave him an alternative place to watch the same videos and chat. I reached out to him. I said, "Is it okay? Whatever." And he's like, "Yeah, no problem, dude." So I did that, and then I started doing my own videos. And then I think what happened was I was driving to Portland, Oregon from my place for a business meeting, and I was just I knew that Mark Sargent had Flat Earth Music playlist. And I was like, I gotta check this thing out because I'd seen it a few times. And so I got in the car and I just hit play on that thing and just let it go. And I was just cruising along and I was listening to all this stuff. And I was like, there is so much great music
There's enough, yeah.
that these Flat Earth people have made. So much talent. Some of it was great. Some of it was not so great. You know, I mean, there was a lot of, you know, pretty rough stuff to hear in there. It was all original stuff and people that were making this music. I was like, this would be a cool idea for a channel, because when I grew up, I had MTV, and they'd have music videos on, you know, basically 24 hours a day, and, you know, we would sit down and watch that, or that would always be on the background, you know, it was a cool thing to do. And I was like, that would be really cool to have Flat Earth Music Television. That's just where it was born in my brain. And so when I got back from my business trip, I hooked up with, I talked to Bob Nodell from Webusters, because he was doing 24-hour stuff, and his son Jaron had created some software that made it really easy to do. And so you just would punch the URLs for all of the videos into this software, and it would download it automatically on your computer.
And they learned that because they
And
were
they
doing
would
the
run
24
that.
thing.
They were doing the 24-hour thing too.
Uh-huh.
So he set me up on my computer, and I had a secondary, an old laptop that I just do it on. And just created another channel and just put all the software in there, and then started just downloading all of the videos, putting the URLs in. And there's like 300 or 400, you know, videos or whatever there now.
Can people submit stuff as well?
Yeah. That's what I tell people in the little scrolling thing I created. Is like, if you got something that should be added, it's not running right now. As we speak right now, I don't have it because I needed to reboot the server, and there's a bunch of updates the computer needed to do, and I didn't have time to do it before I left. So it's not even running right now, but I'll get it going when I get back. But yeah, if there's something that should be on there, then just shoot me an email with the URL, and if I like it, it's got to be good. I don't want to just throw anything up there. It's got to be decent.
And what's your other channel?
And then I just have my regular YouTube channel.
And what are you working towards these days? What's next?
Well, I'm going to do episode 4 of season 3 of Faking Space. It's going to be about moon dust, cosmic dust. I'll leave it there. So we're working on that. That's next in production. And let's see here. I got my Truth Frequency radio show, which I do every Tuesday night, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, right before Strange World with Mark Sargent. It was weird when we were up there today. I should have said that at the end of my landing thing. I should have been like, and next, right here on Truth Frequency Radio is Mark Sargent, Strange World, because he followed me on stage. So it was like, we do this every Tuesday night. So that, and I got my podcast, Dome Life, which I produce once a week, and I got some weekly segments there.
I suppose I should have raised my hand and asked you a question while he was talking.
Yeah, you could.
Right, because everyone calls in.
That's right.
Yeah.
That would be great. And then what you can do is see what happened was, we have a running joke, Mark and I, is because there was a guy that called into my show at the very end of my show one time. He's like, "Hey, is this Mark Sargent?" And it was near the end of my show. Of course, you know, that's the ultimate slap in the face. Like, no, this is not. Mark comes on next. And so people that were listening to my show, that, you know, typically just continue to listen to Mark's show right after. a lot of them were calling the Mark show. They were saying, "Hey, hi, is this Paul on the plane?" during Mark's show, and Mark's like, "What's going on?" Because he didn't hear that, and so eventually he got the idea. So it was kind of fun.
So it was a retaliatory strike.
In a very sweet and loving way.
And so that means you have fans.
Well, I don't like to use the word fans because we're no sports heroes or entertainment, Hollywood stars or whatever. We're just very passionate about this, and we like to produce content. We like to talk to people about it, and so we just like to throw a lot of that up online. And I want to, if I can plug my podcast, I'd love people to check that out. So I've got 18, I think it's 18 episodes now, actually 19 if you include my Christmas special, which Patricia Steer is on. It's called Dome Life with Paul on the Plane, and you can find it on my website, paulontheplane.com is where I put all of them, but they are also streamed on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, and Spotify. So if you like to listen on those platforms, you can easily find it. Just search for Dome Life. And I release it every single week. It's very consistent. It's about every Wednesday usually. I get those out there. So I want to have something else that was consistent. When I first started, my TFR show was only 1 hour, and I had a lot more stuff to say. And then right when I started the podcast, I was able to expand it to 2 hours. So now I have plenty of time. So I tell people, if you'd like to be on the podcast, you have a great player story, shoot me an email or contact me, and let's record something on Skype, and I'll throw it up on my podcast. We'd love to hear from people.
And your email again?
Paul@paulontheplane.com.
It's an easy one. Paul, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
You're one of the nicer people.
One of the nicer ones. That's what I was going for.
Everyone's got something they're pushing. You're not pushing anything.
I'm pushing flat earth.
Yeah, good for you.
Pushing flat
Good
earth.
for you.
Thanks for having me, man.
Appreciate it. Your pleasure.
Appreciate you, and thanks again for the.
Yeah.
Thanks for the